Everybody, we are back. I haven't been able to go live. Christmas is crazy. I just vlog this thing, guys. I'm doing the best I can. I'm really trying hard. But still, I've been breaking out that content. Make sure you check that out. So my content's still coming, whether or not I go live and do vlogmas. I don't know what day. I think we on day 17. But besides that, everything's going well. I hope everybody is having a joyful holiday season, whatever it is you celebrate. Hope everybody's learning and getting value from my content. I hope you're going to go into the new year with a new mindset, new goals, new intentions, so that 2025 could be your best year ever. In this video, we'll be trying to be quick as possible. Last month or earlier this month, I put out a post and I said anybody can ask me these questions and I'm going to answer them in my video. All right, so this is one of those videos right here, and I thought these were some great questions. All right, didn't get a whole lot of engagement from that, but I'm cool with that. So most of these questions are going to be coming from Anthony Battle. All right, so thank you, Anthony, for participating. And great questions. I left you a reply. And thanks for engaging and commenting and watching my content. And that goes for all of you guys, all right? But if you're watching this on replay, you can still drop your questions down in the comments of this video. And on my next one, I'll answer them. Not a problem. Better late than never, right? So here we go. So he says, what's the first question? He says, there's a lot of people lying about how much money they're really making. What is the typical amount of money that could be made on average? And I get questions like this all the time, and they're so hard to answer because really, truthfully and honestly, I can't really give anyone a definite answer because there's a lot of factors that go into place. All right. One of those things is your work ethic, right? I can't really give you an average and compare you to anybody because you may be a procrastinator, or you may just be lazy, all right? And you can't come into this business or any business with those personality traits, with those behaviors, all right? So if you can't do a lot of this stuff on your own and take information, learn it, and go and execute, then I can't really guarantee you'll make any money at all, because you got to be the complete opposite of that. All right. So his question is, what is the typical amount of money that could be made on average? Besides your work ethic, there's also other things, the learning curve. You may not be a procrastinator. You may not be lazy, but you also may not be tech savvy. So it takes you a little bit longer to learn some things. And some people are just busy. Okay, you may be working 2 jobs, you may have a husband, may have a wife, may have kids, and all these other personal conflicts that are obligations in your personal life that you also got to do too, and you're trying to squeeze and fit online business into that. All right, but just to give you guys some type of idea, all right, and assuming like I break it down, if you're a beginner, a complete beginner, you've never done this before, everything is new that you're learning, okay? If you're a complete beginner, on average, you're probably not going to make any money, right? Your money is going to be information. That's going to be your wealth, all right? You have to learn how to run a business, create a business, and set up a business, run a business, and make money and profit from a business. So that's going to be your money in the beginning. All right. So that's going to be your whole first phase. Once you have an understanding on that, and then there's the time you put into it. You get out what you put in. All right. So if you're able to put more time in your business, on average, okay, in the beginning, as a beginner, I would give you a goal, an income goal of, hey, let's try and work up to your first $1,000 a month. All right. And once you achieve that, then you know how the process works. And now you just got to do is repeat and replicate that process every single month. All right. So potentially, as a beginner, once you've learned how to do this and you learn the system and the frameworks of how this works, you could potentially be making $1,000 a month. Now, currently, right now, I'm teaching people how to make their first 1K, $1,000 a month in a challenge I'm doing, and I'm working with them for 90 days. I actually did a video about that probably a month or two ago, and everybody who signed up, I'm working with them now. So over the course of 90 days, I'm showing them all the stuff that goes into achieving that goal. All right, so that's a realistic goal. I could have said, hey, I'm going to show you how to make your first $50,000. All right. But if you're a beginner, it's not really realistic. So that's why I call it the first 1K challenge. If you guys want to know more about that, just comment in this video and I'll get that information out to you. But I hope that answers your question. All right. But the income potential is there in time. Once you've learned this skill set 100%, you could get on a level to where I'm at, where I average anywhere from $50,000 to $150,000 a month. All right. But I've been doing this for over 5 years, going on 6, might be 7 years. All right. But this, I didn't start off like this. All right. So other question was, do you think digital products is about to be saturated with a lot of bad products? No. All right, not saying that there's not going to be some people putting out bad products. Everybody puts out bad products. We may, even myself, I might think something is good, but it's up to the people. So the people might tell me the things they might see wrong, and that's why I go in and make improvements and make changes so I can meet the expectations of the people. But we're not psychic. We don't always know exactly to the T they need. All right, but I don't believe in saturation, okay? I believe there's enough money, like digital products itself is a trillion, with a T, $1 trillion industry, all right? So I believe there's enough money to be made, and if your product is good, it solves the problem of your customers, right? You don't have to worry about saturation, okay? Your product, your skills, the results, they speak for you, all right? So to answer that question, do you think digital products is about to be saturated with a lot of bad products? My answer would be no. All right. Other question is, if you go hard for 1 year, what's the typical payout for a year in your opinion? Again, this goes back to the first question. All right. It depends on how much you know. All right. Because just because you go hard, right? I use this example. You can go hard on YouTube as a beginner. You can put out content every single day and being consistent every single day, but that don't mean you're going to get 1,000 subscribers in a year. That don't mean that you're going to have a video that goes viral within a year, right? It is a lot of stuff that goes into it that you won't know until you start doing it, all right? But if we're just talking about digital products, if you're going hard, let's say you're working in your business every single day for a specific amount of time each day, but you're getting skills, you're learning, you're getting better by the day. All right. At the end of the year, first year, you could be making typically, all right, because it also depends on what you're selling, because price does matter. If you're selling a $7 product and only $7, that's all you have in your store, okay? Don't be expecting to be a millionaire. It's only $7. All right. And then it also depends on your marketing strategy. Are we doing organic traffic or are we doing paid ads? Because in a year, you could be further with paid ads because you're paying for the traffic. If you're going organic is a whole nother beast that you got to master, and that takes time and it's a process. Okay. But typically in a year, okay, you could probably, after a full year, you could have generated anywhere from $1,000 to $5,000. All right. Assuming you going hard, but you got to be more definitive about what you would say is going in hard. All right. And that's also as a complete beginner. Like my going in hard for my going in, y'all, like I say, if I say 2025, I'm going to go in 10 times harder than I'm going to go. I'm on a different level skill wise. I have access to a lot of stuff to where I could exceed, a lot of the numbers that a regular person couldn't do starting out. I hope that makes sense. All right, another question is it better to get PLR products or digital products, or is it better to make your own? All right, you want to work up. In my opinion, if you're just starting out, I mean, you ain't good with tech, you don't know about designing, you don't know about branding and all that stuff and formatting and creating content for digital products, I would get a PLR product, and that's what I teach in a lot of my videos. All right, I've worked with people before there was a big thing about PLR products, and a lot of people didn't know it, or they probably didn't even exist. I had to train people how to create their own digital products from scratch. This is before AI and everything now. And it's very difficult for people who don't know. They've probably heard of Canva, don't know how to use it. And even now we have AI and Chat GPT, and I still train some people like that, but it's still difficult for them, right? Because the AI and Canva can only go so far and do so much. You got to do some stuff too. But a PLR product, 80 to 90% of it is already done for you, right? So the formatting, the graphics, the images, the layout, the content is engaging. So all you got to do is kind of change it to where it feels like you created it, right? So I would start out with PLR digital products, learn what it looks like and what goes into it by using PLRs, but work your way up to creating your own digital products. Because if it's 100% truly yours and you create it, right, it's going to make you unique. All right. And that's going to be your unfair advantage against all of your competition. All right. So that's what I would do starting out. All right. So I would do PLRs, learn the dynamics of a true high quality digital product, and then take the information and inspiration from that and start creating my own. All right, now if you do want to start creating your own digital products, then I highly recommend that you start off, if you're a complete beginner, using Chat GPT, using AI, ask that stuff questions, use the technology to get you started, right? Because that's what I do now, when I even create courses or ebooks or whatever, I ask that, because it even thinks of stuff you don't be thinking about. And it also helps me be back into the shoes of a beginner, because I've been doing it a while, right? So it'll remind me of some things like, okay, yeah, they might need this right here. I wish I had this when I first started, right? So using that, having that access to those things, I would use that so that you create it as close to perfection as possible. It's never going to be perfect. Don't even strive for perfection, but you want to have a target you're trying to hit. And you want to brand yourself, and you want to make sure it looks good and it reads good and it makes sense. And if you're just going off a blank page, you might fail to do that. All right, let me see if I have any more other questions. If you guys have any other questions, drop them in the comments. But thanks, Anthony Battle, for your questions. I really do appreciate it. Let me see here. Sort by contains questions. All right. Somebody asked me, can I make a video demonstrating how to bundle products as an offer? I actually have already made a video like that, but I'll make another one. Bundling products as your offer increases your average cart value, or your average order value. We call it AOV or ACV. All right, but I'll make a video about that. Somebody else said, can I join your 90-day challenge? We've been doing it now for 17 days. But you could come in and catch back up on the replays. But we're going into 3 weeks doing the challenge right now. But if you're okay with playing catch up for the remaining times, because we still got 2.5 months, we're going to be doing it. So it's 90 days. So if you want to join the challenge still, and you're okay with watching the replays so you can catch back up, because when we do our group coachings live, you won't be where we're at, and I don't want you to be confused. So as long as you're okay with that, I have already allowed some people to join it after we've started, and they were okay with that. I just stress that you understand, hey, we're not going to go backwards just because you joined. We're going to keep moving, so you got some homework you got to do to catch up with us. But the cool thing is you're going to have access to all of the videos when you join the challenge. So when it's over, you'll still be able to access them. So if you never catch up to where we are, you can still follow our footsteps with the videos. That's up to you. If you want to join the 90-day challenge where I'm showing you how to make your first 1K with digital products, reach out to me. My email is in all of my videos, or you can pick a video and leave a comment. You can either comment on this live, and I'll get that information to you. Somebody says, can I learn digital marketing from you? Sure, you sure can. If you want coaching, I have to talk to you one-on-one to see if we're a good fit. But any of my courses, my mini courses and my products, you're actually getting coaching and learning from me. You know what I'm saying? That's why I create courses, so I can, I won't have to work with somebody in real time. You can just learn from me via video and all the resources and materials that comes inside the course. All right. Right now, I have the digital income starter kit. I have the digital income system. And then we're doing the first 1K challenge. That's also going to be a product later on. Somebody says, can you help me get set up to start making profits? Any of my courses and digital products will teach you that. If you want deeper training one-on-one, again with the coaching, we have to speak one-on-one to see if we're a good fit, and go from there. You can reach out to me via email and or comment on one of my videos, and we'll get back with you. All right. Let me see. Somebody says, this is Victory Over Victim. She says, I'm a newbie, and the more that I watch vids, I get ideas to expand my brand. And my question is to ask if you have a cheat sheet with all the steps to market, promote, and sell digital products, it's specifically a journal. Yes. Well, not now. I'm creating one. So that'll be available as well. And then they say, I can watch vids to create a product, but then what do I do to get it out there in the market? All right. I have tons of videos that teaches you how. I mainly talk about YouTube because that's what I'm using, but you can use it for Instagram and Facebook or whatever social media platform. But there's a strategy. You need a marketing strategy and a content strategy when you start marketing and promoting your digital product. And if you watch my a lot of my latest content, you'll see where I'm teaching that. Anything that's about traffic or has a traffic thumbnail or traffic in the title or something like that, you can check those videos out. Now, inside any of my digital products, especially my mini courses, I go a whole lot more in depth, right? To where you can see step by step in more detail on how you can attract the right people to your content that have the best potential or might be the best candidates for purchasing your products, because you can't just put out any type of content. If you're putting out the wrong type of content, you may even get views and subscribers, but you won't get sales because you're attracting people who don't buy, right? Even the video is set up for them to not purchase anything. And I talk about those your stuff, your title, whatever you're choosing as a subject, and the topic of your video isn't meant for buyers. Sometimes you could be too educational. Okay. So I teach people how to put also buyer ready content or buyers content. And that's what a lot of people don't understand the difference in. All right. Let me see. I think that's it. Oh, here's one more. Ask them what do I need to do to create an email list? This is a three-part question. You're gonna need an email autoresponder first. Okay. So I have videos on that as well. You can check out the content about email, my top 3 email auto responding softwares. But that's the first thing you need. And a lot of them are free. I have a free plan. Um, and then as your list grows, then you can upgrade later on. And then you're going to have to start putting out content to attract people to your email list. And then you need a lead magnet or a low ticket offer that people will purchase or give you their email address in exchange for, so that they can go inside of your email database. All right. So those are like the main things you need to create an email list. And they say, is it too early to have something of value to offer? Of course not. It's never too early, never too late. Okay. If you have something right when you're starting your online journey, shoot for it. All right. Someone says, what do you think about promoting PLR products on Facebook ads? No, there's no problem. You can make money from Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads with your digital products. You just need your own budget for it. Most people say do $5 a day, and you can, but it's going to take a while because you don't have a large budget to work with. If you're really serious and you can afford it, I'd say do $100 a day, $50 a day, $20 a day, anything more than $5. And then you're going to need patience. There's a process to ads. There's a process to everything. Just like growing on social media, there's a process. So if you want to go the ads route, you're going to have some patience, because the algorithm is trying to find the right customers for your products. So you have to give it time to learn. The thing is, while it's learning, you're paying for it. Okay, so you may not make any money right now, but once the algorithm figures out who your customers are, okay, then it's going to start picking up and you're going to start making money. All right. The same, just like the algorithm is trying to find out who your content is for. So you have to put out content for it to get information. Okay. So it can figure out figure out each time you post a video, who it's for. And it's going to keep trying and trying till it gets it right. And you'll know when it gets it right, because your views shoot up, your engagement shoots up. That's the same kind of concept that goes into running ads. You get a pixel, and you get IDs and all these things you have to put into your website. All right. And that is cryptic code that is helping the algorithm that is running your ads figure out how to help you with whatever the purpose of your ad. So if you're running your ad to get sales or get clicks or get leads, it's gonna need some time to find those people. And then when it finds the first time you get your first lead, now the algorithm has learned, okay, when I did this, this is how this person came to my client's website and gave them their email address. It can see that. So let me find more people like this one. But all it is leads, right? Before that, you just got to get clicks. All right, this is what happens when they click. Let me find more people like this one to get clicks. Let me find more people to get leads. Let me find more people to add the product to their cart. Let me find more people that purchase. So you have to work up to that. All right, but like I said, the less you spend, the longer it's going to take to learn. All right, but all while it's learning, you're spending the money. All right, if you guys want me to do more videos about ads, I don't really talk about it in deep, at least not to the public. I talk them inside my private communities. Just let me know. All right, if you have the budget for ads and the patience for ads alongside the budget, that will speed up your success, because you're getting information and data faster. All right. And I think that's it. Yes. All right, so that was like 24, 25 minutes of coaching. If you guys have any questions, I do post. Let me know what questions you want me to answer in my live videos, and I answer them. Or you can go to any of my videos, ask me a question, and I answer them too. Until then, you guys, you stay blessed, and I'll see you on the other side of success. We out.